This Shane.
And this is Tap In Nap, where we connect with the movers and shakers of the city, just to see how they are hustling. So today we have Mike Andre.
We got to get us some, like an applaud button or something.
Right.
Yeah.
I like the snaps. That
You
was
like the
cool.
Okay.
snaps?
Give us a snap
That
button.
was just peaceful.
So, for those who don't know you, who is Mike Andre?
Mike Andre is my first name and my middle name. It's not Mike Andre. It's not Mike Andrew. Mike is not one person. Andre is not one person. Mike Andre Photo is me, the photographer. I've been a photographer for 2015. I'm bad at math, 7 years. So the past 7 years, I've been all right. I say I've been real good for these past 2 years. That first five was a little shaky, but
And we are going to get into that.
Yes. So, you said about 7 years. So,
Yep.
what were you doing before that?
I had a corporate job. I was still in college, my last year in college. Because rewind a little bit, I went to an all academic high school. So when I graduated high school, I had an associate's degree. So I only had to go to college for 2 years to get my bachelor's degree. My last year in college, I had a corporate job at a chemical distribution company. I was doing a Rubik's Cube, make a long story short, I was doing a Rubik's Cube in my office or in the warehouse. And he was like, oh, you can do like smart stuff in my mind. I mean, that's what he said. And then he would be in the office. I built this algorithm. They gave me a paycheck. I mean, a pay raise. I saved them $500,000, and then that following year, in my very last year in college, and he gave me a $4,000 bonus.
Shit, I'd have been like,
hey. And that same day, I
get a percentage.
Not that same day, but the next day, I put in my 2 weeks. I was like, I don't think I could ever do this corporate America stuff again. Along with that, I asked him when I graduated college, am I gonna get a pay raise? Because doing the job that I was doing, if I was 35, 40, if I was a little bit different complexion, if I was anywhere else in America, I'd be getting paid 100 something. I was getting paid 55.
Oh,
Absolutely.
And I was like, yeah, no. I mean, I understand he gave me a job he didn't have to, and I was in the warehouse, but I'm doing the job
But pay me
phenomenally.
what I'm worth.
Yeah. I was doing the job great. So that day after he gave me the $4,000 bonus, I put my 2 weeks in. And I was already starting photography, and I was making maybe 20, 25 in photography if you just do the averages. And I was like, if I put my all into photography, I could just be making the same I'm making here, but I would have 10 times as much more time. So I quit, and then
blew up.
Blew
Yeah,
up.
that's what
I
happens
ain't
when
gonna say
you follow your dreams.
but I made more money than I expected to make there. So
Yeah.
from a money aspect, it was worth it. From a creative aspect, it was worth it. From a time aspect, it was definitely worth it. Because I got to spend more time with my family. Got to spend more time with my kid. At that time, it was one. Now I got two. So
Nice.
yep.
Okay. So how does your self-employment now work with your family life?
It's easy, man. It's like when I say easy, I set my own schedule. Like, so as long if we got something coming up in the next week, I just take that day off or whatever's clever, right? So my son, it's summertime now. So the only reason I'm not with him now is because I'm here, right? So we just get to
Tap
do
in
whatever.
nap.
Yeah.
More important than family.
Absolutely.
But I mean, I was just like, I had this schedule, so I was like, all right, cool. He go to my grandmother's house, and then I'm here now enjoying it. My fiance, she just went back to get her master's degree, so she needs more time to study. So my schedule is flexible, so I just work in my photography time, my work schedule around whatever they got going on.
Okay. Yeah. See, working for yourself.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Man.
Just from a time, not from a money aspect all the time, but from a time aspect, having the ability to set your own schedule is worth it. Even if you took a slight pay cut from your job, if you got twice as much time to make 80% of the money, you got that much more time to make more money.
Yeah.
You could do something else.
That's why I feel like a lot of people getting past that hump of, all right, well, if I'm going to work for myself, boom, pay's going to go down just for now. You know, and then as my pay's going to go up based on my hustle.
So I ain't even gonna lie, I was so mad when I quit my job just at the fact that they did that like I didn't even think about the numbers too much. It was a super stupid and dumb decision looking back at it, just from
Well, is it?
I mean, it was worth it.
Was it?
I was say it was worth it, but I could have done it a lot smarter. I could have took my time to stack up a little bit more savings, and then make that decision to quit. Like I was like, he got me messed up.
I was gonna
quit.
say, you save somebody $500,000,
That's what I'm
half a
saying.
mil, and they give you 4 bands.
Yeah, I was mad, so I was like,
It's the definition
so I quit.
of corporate.
But with quitting, like I didn't own a house at that time, and so going self-employed, you need at least 2 years tax returns to get a house.
Yeah.
But if you ain't got no job and it's your first year in business legally in photography, you ain't no bank giving you no money to get no
At
house.
all.
Yeah.
At all.
So like I would have waited out a little bit longer, right? I would have been a little bit smarter, or I would have got my house first and then quit,
Mhm.
right? Because I could afford it with photography, but the banks don't trust you with photography money.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say with being self-employed,
Different.
all
It's
that's
different.
real hazy. Yeah, I've
You
been
gotta go through
self-employed forever.
bank statement loans, higher interest rates. I won't talk too much about photography. I mean, too much about real estate, but that's a
But
thing.
no, it's
That's
a
a
thing
thing.
that a lot of people, like you saying that, that's what a lot of people don't think of too. Like you said, you just, all right, I'm done. You know, we don't always think about the things after this, you know.
Yeah.
So with that, would that be your only regret, or is that even a regret? Or
No, it's not a regret because it made me learn so much faster what I needed to know that it was worth it. Like I said, like I wasn't in position, even though I kept my job, I wasn't even thinking, oh, I need to go buy a house because I was 21. I don't think a lot of 21-year-olds think about going to buy a house. It was like on my mind, but not a necessity. I was still fine with staying in an apartment. It made sense to me to pay $950 a month just because I could do whatever I wanted to do. Still, I was just, I'm making the money. Yeah. I was like, it made sense, but because I quit my job and I'm like, okay, this makes no sense because now I'm just giving money away.
Right.
I need to own something. And that's when I started looking more into real estate, taking the photography money because for a nice amount of time I was making really good money in photography, and I just put it into real estate.
Right. Do you feel like with your photography you're helping your community?
From the stuff y'all see on Instagram, no, honestly, not from the stuff y'all see on Instagram, but the stuff I do behind the scenes for businesses, for people growing their business, that's what I get the biggest kick out of. But if I posted that stuff, I wouldn't get booked as much.
Right.
It's not as fun.
So then let's go into the stuff that we don't really see on the gram.
Okay. Like before we talk about podcasting,
Yeah.
I do a lot. Like I help a lot of people with their podcasts. Like we talked about,
So
like
he was just helping us, giving us some tips.
Right.
Yeah.
it was. I mean, just like from a technical aspect of it, from a growing your business aspect of it, from there's only 4 real ways to make money on social media or grow it, and I learned this from a seminar about a year ago. First of all, you got to get more people to see your stuff, right? It's not even how good your stuff is. Step 1, you just got to get more people to see it. If 10 people see your stuff and 1 person buys, you operating at 10%, right? That's step 1. Get 100 people to see it. You get 10 more, you got 9 more clients, just off the law of averages. Step 2, do a better job at selling whatever you're selling, your service, your product. If you operating at 10% and you suck right now showing your stuff, if you just get better at showing your stuff, operating at 20%, you get twice as many people to buy your product or your service. 3 is always have an add-on. At McDonald's, they don't just say, what do you want? And you said number 1, they don't ask if you don't want nothing else. They say, do you want a soup? You want an extra large? You want some sauce with that? They're going to charge you. They're going to charge you for everything else.
Yeah.
They're going to charge you for everything else. They make more money off the sauces than the upgrading from a small to a large than they do off the burger you just wanted to buy because they adding stuff on, right? And then lastly is return customers or return clients or whatever, if you the service product, whatever it is, just return. Like you get, you shop at Fashion Nova, you probably don't shop at Fashion Nova.
No.
Nike, Finish Line, Foot Locker. If you check your email, you got Finish Line, Foot Locker, Nike emails nonstop because they didn't just say, okay, he bought this pair of shoes from us. Thank you for your money. They said, I want you to come back every week, every day possible. They send you an email because they want a return client. It's easier to get somebody to buy from you twice than it is to get one person to buy from you one time.
Yeah.
Okay, dropping gems.
Right.
Okay,
You ain't even got to pay for it.
Free.
And it's not even Friday. It's not even Friday. I do free game Fridays, and today's.
For real?
Yeah.
Follow him. You'll get the the handle at the end.
Yes.
Follow this man.
And again, I learned that from a seminar. I learned that from I'm gonna call him a digital mentor because it's like a class I paid for, right? His name is Myron Golden. Follow him too. He's a great person. Opened my mind to a whole bunch of different aspects.
Myron Golden.
Myron Golden.
Golden.
Yep, Golden.
Okay, Myron Golden.
So what inspired you to do your craft? Other than, like, was it something that you were already doing when you were in corporate, or were you like, this is something I'm kind of good at, taking pictures or whatever? Like,
No, I was terrible.
you're okay.
I was
This is something we need to hear. This is something we need to hear.
So, shout out to another mentor of mine, Jay Golds. He's another photographer here in Indianapolis. Hated him with a passion for this reason. That's my guy now, like one of my closest friends. That's my guy now. But I had a t-shirt brand while I was in corporate. It was called Tongue Tied, and I had one called Posse.
Oh, yours was Tongue Tied?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So we used to screen print t-shirts. We used to print t-shirts and whatnot. And I was like, you know what? I need better marketing. So I was like, I'm gonna call the best photographer I know, which at the time was Jay Golds. Now it's me.
I know.
No, again, I still love Jay.
Gotta have the confidence. Baby. You gotta have it.
But so I reached out to Jay, and he gave me this number, and I was like, I didn't know him at the time either. I was like, bro, you are crazy if you think I'm paying you these thousands of dollars. Looking back at it, I wanted a whole bunch of stuff for my t-shirt brand. It was definitely the number he gave me was worth it.
I was gonna say you charging that now.
Yeah, I was like, knowing what I know now, I would have probably doubled that number that he gave me. That was a love number. But looking back at it, I was like, bro, that number's dumb. So I got on Craigslist, or it was something online. I bought a camera. It was $1,500. And I was like, I'm just gonna learn how to take pictures for my own brand, not for other people, but for my own brand, and market it. And a few months later, people stopped buying my t-shirts, and they kept asking me to take pictures for them. So
just that easy.
Yeah.
Nah,
Just
not
that
easy.
easy.
All right? That is step after step after step.
I had to fail at creating t-shirts to fall into this thing that was meant to be mine in photography. So
yeah. And now I'm sure it's something you love.
yeah, something I love for sure, 100%,
Okay.
without a doubt. I don't know where I'd be now without photography.
You like photography or real estate more?
It depends on which aspect we're looking at this real estate versus photography.
You ain't got no bills, no nothing.
I ain't got no bills, no nothing.
Yeah.
I'm going photography all the way.
Okay.
But generational wealth,
Oh,
you cannot
yeah.
be done.
The camera don't appreciate.
Oh, but that's what I'm
Right.
saying. I'm about to do camera every 2 years, man,
Yeah.
just to keep up with the times.
Yeah.
Like people like photography. They love the way it looks on social media, but it is an expensive hobby if you're not making no money. Like, look at all the stuff you got. I ain't gonna say what all the stuff you got, but you got some money in it, like in this
Yeah.
equipment.
Yeah.
The mics, like people look at it and say, "Oh, I could hit this button," but like that button itself is a couple $1,000s. Then the computer you put it on is a couple $1,000s. They got dongles now that just to connect your camera to your computer that cost $50-$75. Like the wires themselves. Those are the wires.
Yeah.
So I mean, people are great creatives, but I think they don't go into it with a business mindset. And I think that's kind of where I did a good job. I had the business mindset before I was even thinking creative. And then the creativity kind of just fell together. It was just natural. But I had to go into it with a business mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to say you failed at a couple of things because it's not what, but what was your why? What was like, okay, I didn't do so well at this, but you know what? I'm going to keep going. Like, what was your why?
You mean in photography?
In photography and, anything?
My first kid changed my whole perspective in a whole lot of things. Before I had a kid, I was totally fine with I think I started off making like $38,000 at the job. I was like, ooh, I'm 19, 20, making $38,000. I'm doing all right. It's people that's still in college or have graduated college ain't making this. And then when you had a kid and you start thinking about like your future and can you really provide and do the things you want to do and need to do for your family, that changed my perspective. I was gonna say my family, not even just my kid, but my fiance, being able to provide for my sister, my mom, my whole entire family. They look at me as as the one. Everybody has like the one. In
The
their
one that
family.
elevates the bloodline.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
like I feel like they look at me like that. So I couldn't do that with 38.
I know that's right.
Yeah. So I that was my why. My family is definitely my why 100%. And then over time, yeah, the further we get in life, the more I want. I've never been a content type of person. Grateful always, but never been content with what I currently have.
I was about to say, you about to have people on here like, okay, so to really get there, what he's saying is I gotta get married and I gotta have a kid.
Right.
It's like, and the motivation will be there, baby.
Right.
Yeah.
You be surprised.
I've heard
you
some
know-
people, but well, yeah, man, my kid, but then that's not always the outcome.
I was
You know
gonna
what I'm
say,
saying? That ain't always the
There's some
outcome.
people that's like, I mean,
I had 'em, but now I can't hustle. Like, what do you
Yeah, no, and see that's the thing that I talked about that a couple weeks back. Like people say they want to be great, and then like say they have a kid, and then they blame the kid that they chose to have or that they had for
Bruh.
not being able to be great. And like it's 24 hours in every single day. Nobody told you got to sleep for 10. Nobody told you got to sit in the toilet for an hour and a half. You don't got to take 45 minutes hour showers. I do take 35, 40-minute showers just because that's where I think. I don't know.
But he make that money so he can afford it.
But I'm saying like you can
15 minutes, that's it. No, I take hours.
I'll be in there getting bored, boy. Yeah.
But you can always like people. They say make time, right? The time is money. You always make more time, or you don't really create time. Time is there already. You just have to use it more wisely.
Mhm.
So like, and don't blame your kid for you not being able to practice more or hone in on your craft. Just do less dumb shit.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Fuck all that.
We lost.
You just do less dumb stuff with your time, and then you'll be better.
You know, yeah, I really, that is a big thing. I feel like people don't do is calculate the hours wasted in a day. You know, I had to start doing that. How long am I laying in bed before I actually get out of bed? How long is it taking me to cook something when either I don't need all of it or prep?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Cook stuff for next time.
Yep.
You know, so time management, man, is one of the worst things when you can just pull your phone out and scroll for an hour and a half and then it feel like 15 minutes passed.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
What do you want to accomplish through your influence with either photography or real estate or anything like that? What do you want to accomplish for either your children, your legacy, or the city?
For photography, it's super specific. Anybody that wants to make money online digitally through marketing, I just want to be a part of helping them be more successful, right? So if it's something I could do for, even if it was y'all personally, to make money for yourselves,
That hurting.
from a business aspect, if my pictures or my videography or whatever it is that I'm doing, even if it's the 4 bars that I dropped earlier, like adding any type of value, when y'all make it, I just want to be like the Myron is, right? Like I just want to shout out on your podcast when you do a podcast.
Oh, bro, no,
right?
hey, we show love on this show.
We do.
Right?
We do.
We show love. That's it.
But yeah, just that for photography, that would be my super specific thing. I just want to be able to help people be great and grow. From a real estate standpoint, I don't think people in our community are of our hue and skin tone. I feel like they rent way too much. I feel like renting is necessary sometimes in transitional periods, and I would like to create more rental properties that are meant for transitional periods, not meant for you to stay there for 25, 30 years. I got people in my family that have been renting literally my entire life. Bruh, you bought that house 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
why are you doing that?
Right.
I would like to educate more people in just the rental aspect, to be able to set up programs for, yeah, you renting from me for this year, 2 years, but that year, 2 years is only for you to get yourself together, only for you to be able to save some money to put a down payment on your own house, and then I'll show you how to invest it. Because a lot of people buy real estate really emotionally, and they don't think of it as a business, which it is. If you buy right, you can always pull money out of it to invest in yourself.
Yeah. Now, do you feel like you would need to do more when it comes to making sure people are saving in that regards? Because Instagram nowadays, boy, got people spending
Man.
to keep up with the Joneses.
Mm-hmm.
So
Don't do that.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna be super honest and transparent.
Oh, please do.
All
Please
right.
do.
I'm gonna get in trouble. Like,
Not with me.
I hate Instagram with a passion.
Ooh, you done lost a whole bunch of
I was like,
followers.
Nah, that's real, bro.
I hate
I have
Instagram
stepped
with
away
passion.
recently.
So in January, I hired an assistant. She's been posting for me since January. She handles all like my DMs and emails. Like, I am a people person when I can, like, what's up, bro? Like, I can touch the person. Like, when I can see the person. Like, I'm a people person. Like, I love being around people. Instagram is just the most fake thing I've ever seen in my life because I'm a real estate agent. A couple months back, I went in to this lady's house who I know has a Porsche. Like, I know for a fact has a Porsche in real life. I went to her house and it was the most tragic thing I've ever seen in my life. I was like, you got 2 kids. And y'all on mattresses on the floor. You got wood windows. I mean, you got a Porsche and you're like, now you don't got a garage, you got a Porsche in your backyard.
Nah.
Like, I was like, yeah, this is crazy for Instagram.
She
But
get them flicks,
I
though.
was like, but you see the Porsche all the time.
Nah.
It's
see.
nice too. It's like all black. It got the peanut butter inside. I'm like,
Now I know that those are expensive.
I don't know what you're doing though. I'm like, after that, it was like a mindset switch. Like, I knew Instagram was fake. It was for people to show off and whatnot. But like, it's to a whole new level now. I would much rather, again, impact people or help people make an impact via content creation.
Right.
And you don't see me much on like my face much on anything just because I try to stay out the way. I don't need
I was
nobody
searching.
thinking
I
I
was
got
like,
it.
I can't find this nigga's face nowhere. I was like, maybe this is him, maybe.
I like to stay out the way. I like to be as helpful and add value as much as I possibly can. But if you see me out, you can wave, but don't walk up on me. Unless, you know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
I'm weak.
I was like, I'm super, like, I'm not a paranoid type of person, but like, if you come with a smile, oh, hey, what's up, bro? We could talk.
Those are the ones you got to watch the most.
But I mean, I'm like, I don't know.
That's why you didn't give us your government.
So what sets you apart from all the other real estate agents or photographers in the city? What sets you apart?
From real estate agents, dang, I'm getting in trouble again. I sound bougie when I say this. But
Listen, it's not bougie, it's confident.
From a real estate aspect, I don't work with the average buyer or seller because, again, it's an emotional decision. I only really work with investors, like people that are going into this purchase or the sale of this property with the idea of I'm either going to make money or I'm going to make money. I don't want anybody to lose money, right? Or I'm going to save as much money as I possibly can living in this property. So that sets me apart there because I think I approach real estate a little bit differently than most real estate agents do. From a photography aspect, I don't know how to explain. You would have to be in like the studio and like see. I work a lot differently. I'm a lot of fun when I shoot. I like to engage with my clients, have a lot of laughs. And yeah, just have fun and create dope content because I feel like it's super apparent in pictures when people are uncomfortable, and like I refuse to work uncomfortably. Like I won't take it. Like if you come in the studio and like it feels uncomfortable and like you look uncomfortable, I'm gonna do my best to try to liven it up. But if you ain't working with me, like bro, I don't need your money, and I don't want to take your money if you're not going to get the highest value out of this photo shoot.
Have you ever had to like turn somebody away?
All the time.
Really? Oh.
All the time. What you mean, like while they're in the studio?
Yeah.
I've stopped twice.
Okay, that's what I was curious. I was like,
stopped
damn, bro, you gotta like that.
No. Not even from like not from the money aspect at all, but from a creative aspect. Like, you wouldn't go ask Jay-Z to be uncomfortable in the studio and write this verse, or he don't write, I'm sorry, but spit this verse right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, like do this verse right now.
Like after the Solange elevator incident.
Yeah,
you know
like,
what I'm saying?
go
You're
do
not
this.
about to just be like, hey, bro.
Oh, absolutely, I would.
Maybe. I was gonna say that's like,
That was fire. That was fire.
You might have got you some good stuff.
But if it's uncomfortable, I'm like, man. Again, it's not even from a money aspect. This is for your content. Like, this is your content.
Right.
You came to me to create dope content for you. If I feel like I can't create dope content for you, why am I taking your money? It don't make, that's gonna make me look bad at the end. creating something of lesser value, in my opinion, because it don't feel right. I would rather, you pay for hair and makeup. Here's all your money back, your deposit, everything. That'll recoup your hair and makeup. We could either do this again at a later time when we both feel better, or you can go to someone who fits you more. Because I don't think I'm for everybody. I don't think any photographer is for everybody.
And that is a very important thing that people have to realize. Not everybody's for everybody.
Like, people get mad all the time. Like, are you mad because this client that you shot for this many times went to that person? I don't care. Like, if we don't shoot the same, they wanted something differently. If they look for something in that photographer that they don't see in me, I am 100% okay with that. Because if you have a brand or business, or if you're a person, you want variety, you want you should diversify.
Most definitely.
You don't put all your money in one basket. I wouldn't say put all your content in one either.
Yeah, I feel like that's a big mindset that allows you to get past the, oh, well, work's a little slower, or, this might be the case, or, you just don't really know where to go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Either you're going to lose a client, but how hard are you fighting to pick up another one?
Right.
Exactly.
What's the most favorite project you've done so far?
So,
Your most favorite.
I actually was thinking about that because I knew you guys gonna ask this question.
Oh, most definitely.
my favorite project, my favorite personal project. So I shot my son one time.
I knew you would say
No.
Oh.
It was different because this is his first photo shoot. He was 3 or 4 at the time. And we was at Marshall's, and he was just like, I was at Marshall's because they get all the kid Nike outfits at Marshall's. I don't wear them. It's just cool. All the kid Nike outfits come from Marshall's. Shout out to Marshall's. We was there, and he was just like, Daddy, I want to do a photo shoot. And I was like, huh? And like, it was totally left field. He was like, I want to do a photo shoot. I was like, cool, pick out an outfit. This man goes to the underwear aisle for the kids and picks up Calvin Klein boxers. I was like, bet, let's make it happen, right?
Oh,
so
eyes on the prize.
So he had it's like this Calvin Klein pajama outfit, and it came out fire. Like it's like 5 feet in our room, and not in my room, but in his room, it's like this big 5-foot poster of him, and it's just fire.
You turned the picture into like a fat head.
Which
or is it an actual picture?
It's a canvas. Like it's a we printed it off as a canvas.
Nice.
So now he gets to see himself look like a supermodel, like in real life. I think I posted it. It's in black and white on my page. It's just fire. Favorite.
Okay.
No, you did. I stalked everybody's.
You seen it?
Yeah, I did.
It was fun.
It was. And the thing I love about your photography is that it's simplistic.
Yeah.
It's very like you capture the person or the people that you're shooting so well, and it's very, very simplistic. So I love that about your photography.
Much appreciated. When I was talking to you earlier about this modifier, it's just one big umbrella. Mm-hmm. Like you could do so much with one light. People, I feel like when they get into photography, they go into a studio and see 9 lights and want to use all 9 lights, and it's like if you 15 years old, you drive at 15 or 16. How old 16. Are you when you drive? 16? Mm-hmm. You 16 years old, you just got your permit, you got your license or whatever, and somebody gifts you a brand new Lamborghini. I don't know if how many people have ever been in a Lamborghini, but it's a lot of buttons.
I've seen.
I'm about to say it's a lot of buttons. A lot of them are manual, so you're gonna crash. So like having that much stuff is not always like having more is not better. Mm-hmm. Like having the fanciest stuff is not better. It actually hinders you from learning.
Right.
So
So what makes you angry about the different photographers in the city? Is there like one thing that's just like, if y'all could just get this together, like that would be really great? Or
they not gonna like me for this, but these photographers be trying to get at these models. That's my biggest issue with it. If I'm calling you out, hey, you the problem.
It is what it is.
I was gonna say I don't get mad. First of all, that was my first response when you say what makes you angry. My normal response is I don't get mad because honestly I don't think about it too much. Mm-hmm. But I would say aside from that, because it kind of makes us all look bad, right? I would say the money aspect, just from because I'm a business mind, right? Like they don't value themselves enough. But they create dope content. Like their content, like I'm a fan of a lot of them. But then like I go to their website just to like peep like their portfolio, and they got a price list, and it'd be like $75 for 30 pictures. Ooh, wait.
I've seen that.
I'll be like, oh my gosh, wow. I was like, not, and that's not even like oh, you taking money out of my pocket. I mean, essentially you are kind of the whole industry, because now you setting the standard for dope content at a lower price. It's like a race to the bottom, right? But more so for them, because, and I don't want to sound arrogant, but if photography stopped today, we have money in other places. So I'm not going to fail in life because photography stopped, right?
Right.
But I feel like a lot of them take that $75 for that 30 pictures, and they spend 2 hours doing it. Like, you don't value your time enough. Like,
right.
you should go get a regular job, because you're working way harder doing this for a lot less money, and you don't value yourself or your craft or the amount of talent that you actually have.
Yeah, because I'm curious, because I have seen some prices where I'm just like, it seems like you would make more money at a 9 to 5.
You would.
Yeah.
You would. And you would have benefits.
Wouldn't let it be me, though.
So what's the easiest thing about being you and doing what you do?
I would say I make everything easy. Like, I try to make everything easy. Even the most difficult things in life you would think are difficult to most people, I approach it and it's either gonna happen or it's not gonna happen. I think it's just easy being me. I accept failure every day. Like,
that's wait, can you say that one more time?
I accept failure every day. I accept failure every day, because I feel like I grow faster that way.
That's not failure. That's not a loss. That's a lesson.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
exactly.
Because I feel like a lot of people just can't grasp that. Yeah. Like, you're gonna fail at things, but it's what you do after that people are like, that a lot of people don't grasp.
So I tell my son all the time, literally every single day, he makes a mistake and he gets like down, like, pick your head up. I was like, it's okay to make mistakes. It's not okay to make the same mistake twice. Like, you grow that much faster. It's make as many mistakes as you can. Just don't make the same ones.
Just learn.
Yeah, just learn. That's all you gotta do is like, practice. People say practice makes perfect, but practice just makes better. Nobody's perfect, right? So the more you practice, the better you get. You never be perfect, but you always can strive to be.
Okay. So do you have any other businesses, side hustles, anything like that you want to tell our viewers about?
I mean, my man loaded right now.
I'm gonna say photography, real estate. If you need a realtor, you definitely can still hit me. It might not be me you work with, but somebody on the team.
I know, because I emailed him, and some lady emailed me back.
Oh,
I was like, what are you talking to?
But
okay.
But she gets it to me pretty quickly. I still talk to everybody just through her for the most part.
That is the goal.
It just
I was saying,
speeds up
is
the
it
process.
easy for you to delegate?
No, I am the worst delegator. Like, she asks me to do stuff all the time. The communications part is easier just because, like, my phone, from all the different things I do, it's just always something on it, and it's easier for her to see what's important. Everybody that contacts me is important, but what needs to happen now and what can happen in the next 2, 3, 4 hours,
right?
Because when I see something, I'm like, okay, let me do that. And it might not be the best use of my time at that time. Yeah. She's great at that part, though. I am the worst. Every time I see something, I just want to get it done. If I see something broke, I have to fix it. So not looking at it saves me time, because I don't have to fix problems that I shouldn't be fixing.
That's very nice. True. Hey, that's good.
I'm going to have to keep that in mind when I get me an assistant.
Yeah.
If you're looking to be somebody's assistant.
Hey, if you're trying to do podcasts and shows and stuff.
Yes. So, can you tell us where we can reach you?
Yes, Mike Andre Photo, or I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
Mike Andre Photo.
It'll be at the bottom.
Mike Andre Photo. On Instagram, my website is shotbythegoat.com. I think. Yes, shotbythegoat.com.
Shot by the goat.
It's 2 E's in the THEE.
I was about to say, how the hell did you get that website?
Because I am the goat. Yeah.
Did you ever try
thegoat.com?
thegoat.com?
No, because my original name was The Goat. Yeah.
Copy.
I changed it from Mike Andre Photo to the GOAT to Mike Andre Photo when I wanted to become more professional.
Okay. I feel like I may have seen
Yeah.
that Instagram
Everybody
too.
liked me when I was the GOAT. I was more
You was more,
I was more cheering.
like hip.
Yeah.
But now, hey, more professional is key.
I'm the same person, just a little bit less accessible, I would say.
Yeah, as you should be.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
People smiling in your face.
Right.
Man, hey, you can't.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming. And thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm Maya.
This Shane.
And this is Tap In Nap.
Thanks for having me.
Of course.
I appreciate it.
Already, bro.
Right on.
Appreciate you pulling
Thank
out.
you,
Nice to meet you.
No
Yeah,
doubt.
yeah.
No doubt.